February 2026 did not arrive with a roar. There were no fireworks, no dramatic announcements. It came with a single quiet step, almost silent, from Kim Taehyung. Before you continue watching, pause for a moment. Just 5 seconds. Take a breath. Because what happened that morning was not merely the departure of a global idol from Incheon Airport. It was the beginning of a long, quiet journey that would nonetheless shake the world. A journey that left millions of eyes stilled and millions of hearts pounding without quite knowing why. The morning sky of South Korea bore witness as Kim Taehyung stepped away from his homeland. Without many words, without grand gestures, without drama. And yet, that was precisely where his strength lay. The peaceful aura surrounding him seemed to spread into every corner of the airport. Cameras turned, flashes ignited, but Taehyung walked as he always did, calm, composed, fully present. This was not simply an intercontinental trip. It was a journey of meaning. From Seoul, Kim Taehyung and the other BTS members began a long route toward Europe. A transit stop in Dubai before continuing on to Lisbon, Portugal. The total travel time was nearly 20 hours, with very limited rest in between. For most people, a journey like this would be enough to drain all energy. But for BTS, and especially for Kim Taehyung, this journey was part of a rhythm they had long lived with. Fast, demanding, and rarely allowing space to breathe. Photos circulating rapidly on social media that morning immediately caught the world's attention. Faces once known from grand stages now appeared in a more human version. Slightly tired eyes, shoulders bearing fatigue, steps that kept moving even as the body asked for pause. Yet among them all, Kim Taehyung looked different. His expression remained calm, his posture upright, as if exhaustion stopped only at the surface, never truly touching his core. But Taehyung was not the only one in the spotlight that day. There was a small detail that did not escape fans' attention, especially ARMY, ever perceptive in reading body language. Throughout the journey, from airport to transit, from airplane aisles to arrival terminals, Kim Taehyung was almost always seen with Jungkook. Not in a contrived way, nor in poses deliberately made for the cameras. They stood close, walked side by side, sat waiting for each other, sharing space so naturally that it felt warm. Amid the fatigue of the long journey, Taehyung and Jungkook's togetherness became a kind of emotional anchor. Several short videos showed Jungkook slightly turning his head toward Taehyung as they walked, making sure their steps stayed in sync. There was a moment when Taehyung walked half a step behind, and Jungkook, without realizing it, slowed his pace. Small movements, almost imperceptible, yet enough to make the fandom smile with quiet emotion. The brief transit in Dubai became the only pause before the long journey continued to Europe. That busy international airport once again witnessed simple yet meaningful interactions. In the waiting area, Taehyung was seen sitting casually, a black cap covering part of his face. Jungkook sat not far away, occasionally glancing over, occasionally offering a small smile. No long conversations could be heard, but their presence alone was enough. For longtime BTS fans, Taehyung and Jungkook's closeness was nothing new. But in the context of this journey, long, exhausting, and filled with global pressure, their bond felt more real, more mature. This was no longer the story of two young idols growing up together, but of two adult men who had been through so much and who still chose to walk side by side. Upon arriving in Lisbon, Portugal, that morning immediately turned into an international spectacle. Umberto Delgado Airport was filled with cameras, journalists, and fans who had been waiting since dawn. When the 7 BTS members finally emerged from the terminal, cheers erupted. RM, Jin, Suga, J-Hope, Jimin, V, and Jungkook stood together as a complete formation, a sight that felt rare and emotional after years filled with individual schedules and military obligations. In the midst of the crowd, Kim Taehyung once again became the center of attention. He walked calmly, wearing the black cap that had become his signature travel item. The cap was not merely a fashion accessory. Based on its design details and style, many fashion observers speculated that it came from an international luxury streetwear brand, priced at several $100s. Yet for Taehyung, its function was far simpler, shielding his eyes from light and cameras while creating a pocket of privacy amid global attention. His outfit reflected a minimalist, elegant aesthetic. A top with clean lines, neutral colors, and a sharp cut evoked the style of high-end fashion houses like Celine. Even the simple-looking black mask was believed to be a premium edition. But once again, price or brand was not the heart of the story. With Kim Taehyung, even the smallest detail could become news. But it was his demeanor that spoke the loudest. Beside him, Jungkook appeared slightly more fatigued. His shoulders looked more relaxed, his steps occasionally slowing. Yet every time cameras captured them together, there was a sense of balance. When Jungkook seemed tired, Taehyung stood a little straighter. When Taehyung walked more calmly, Jungkook was there, filling the space with warm energy, as if they complemented each other. Two sides of the same rhythm. Fans quickly referred to this moment as an unforced picture of clinginess. There were no dramatic hand-holding scenes, no exaggerated gestures, just consistent togetherness. Standing close during brief interviews, walking almost side by side toward their vehicle, and occasionally waiting for each other before moving on. In an entertainment world often full of constructed images, moments like these felt honest and deeply touching. BTS's arrival in Lisbon was no ordinary visit. According to reports from Korean media and international entertainment coverage, the primary purpose of this trip was directly tied to BTS's major comeback in 2026. Trusted sources stated that Lisbon was chosen as the main location for filming the music video and visual content for their latest album, titled Erarang, scheduled for release on March 20th, 2026. The choice of Lisbon was not without reason. The city is known for its classic European landscapes, soft natural light, and strong historical atmosphere. All of these elements were considered to align with the global narrative BTS aims to build through their new album. Erarang, inspired by the deeply meaningful Korean folk song, is projected as a work that connects cultural roots with the world stage. BTS's agenda in Lisbon is expected to be extremely packed, from music video filming and visual promotional production, to documentation for archival projects and logistical preparations for a world tour to follow. After nearly 4 years of hiatus due to military service, BTS's 2026 comeback is regarded as one of the most anticipated moments in global music industry history. Yet amid all these grand plans, public attention once again returned to one figure, Kim Taehyung. In the midst of media frenzy, he remained a symbol of calm. When the world grew noisy with questions, he chose silence. When global expectations pressed heavily, he continued walking with the same steps, steady, consistent, and human. His togetherness with Jungkook throughout this journey seemed to reinforce that message. That behind their status as global icons, behind packed schedules and relentless spotlight, they are still human. They still need a companion to walk with, someone to share exhaustion, and a safe space to simply be themselves. Social media was soon filled with prayers and hopes. Not demands for grand surprises or spectacular performances, but simple wishes that Kim Taehyung and all BTS members be granted health, safety, and enough time to rest. The world may demand perfection, but ARMY chooses to remember that behind the global legends are humans worthy of care. February 2026 will be remembered not for chaos, but for one quiet journey that shook the world. And behind all the flashing cameras, one hope continues to echo from millions of hearts. May Kim Taehyung keep walking in his own way, carrying his peaceful aura to every corner of the world, accompanied by those he trusts, and returning to greet the world with his finest work. This journey is not over yet. What we see today may only be the beginning of something far greater, more emotional, and more meaningful. But one thing is already certain. In a noisy world, Kim Taehyung teaches us one simple yet powerful truth. Calmness, 2. Can shake the world.